I think we're good. Alright. So like last week, gonna hop in, check out the vendors first. Then we're gonna move our way into the story. And then I think there should be a new fish that we can get today to further the exotic or secret exotic quest. For whatever weapon it is, I'm not sure. I think it's a hand cannon. It might be something else, so I'm not sure. But we're gonna start off with Ada first. Then work our way to Banshee, and then go to Tess. I was saying some people's videos saying something about like this is the final week or something like that. I don't know what they mean by that though. Cause it's only week 6. Normally we get 10 weeks. Normally we get 10 weeks. Yeah, please. Yeah, it's week 6. It's had 10 weeks. Oh, there's something else. This had 11. Week 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's check out Ada.
Hello.
We got some new shaders. I would go over armor, but I mean, as we all know, this armor for vendors have been trashed for a very long time, so there's no real need for me to go over this. Plus, I'm pretty sure everybody has this armor. Shaders, though, on the other hand, this one is pretty good on weapons. Me personally, it's not too great on like armor because it moves, but as you can see, like it's not like it's a subtle effect here. But on weapons, it looks really really good on certain weapons. What is this? This I'm thinking this is from the Mars. So like a Mars shader, back Curse of Osiris type of deal. It's not too bad. I've been looking for a blue shader. We're gonna grab that. New Monarchy. I did not do this faction. I did Dead Orbit. But it always adds this cool diamond effect on everything that you pretty much have. Like cloth wise. Like I think the Titan Mark does this as well. Has that diamond effect on it. It's a pretty cool shader. If you're going for like an Iron Man thing, I grab that.
See you next time.
Now we're out of monies. Let's head to check out the Banshee. Excuse me. Hot ramen. There's a lot of people in the tower today. Courtyard. All right.
Sure.
Misa Vinci. All right, let's see what we got here. The number, field prep, multi-kill clip, ricochet round, small bore. With a handling masterwork, because the handling is pretty low on this. I mean, when you do that, I would say this is a pretty decent roll, actually. Masterworking the handling basically would make this a pretty good weapon. And these perks aren't too bad. Granted, I think you get better perks on this, and I think everybody already has that gun and a better roll for it. But yeah, that's not too bad. Nezerax Whisper. I think everybody pretty much has this already. Crafted. All stringers is craftable. This is also craftable. There are better rolls on this than Overflow for a scout. Simply because, well, you know, this actually might work better. Now, this second one, though, well, final blows or sustained precision hits with another weapon. Oh, yeah, no, that's a terrible perk for this. Now, if this perk was for this weapon alone, then I would say that's a pretty decent roll. Bow and arrows. There's better bow and arrows. No distraction. Grand Tycoon. Blah. Battle scar. Not really sure what rolls come on this, so I can't really say whether or not this is good or bad. Everybody has this. This comes from Nightfall Strikes. So I'm pretty sure you have an adept version of the sniper rifle that this actually looks like. So I would pass on that. But if you don't have the one from the Nightfall, then you can get this one. There's a different name on this weapon, but it's pretty much a copy and paste of the sniper from the Nightfall. Pretty sure everybody has a better roll, also copy and paste, because there's a couple guns that look like this. This just has a different paint job on it. So I would pass on that. Memory. Clown cartridges isn't bad, but you can also get a better roll in that second slot there. And I'm not sure. I've used this. I haven't been able to get like one hit with this. Not consistently. But this one, though, I've been able to get consistent one hits with this in Crucible. So I would take this over that one. But this roll on this one, it's more PvE-ish. It's not PvP. And I don't really use grenade. Grenade launchers, heavy grenade launchers in PvE, unless they have like an area effect for them. That's the only time I use it. But that's gonna be Banshee. I didn't see anything in there that I wanted to grab other than the upgrade modules. I'm gonna have to get some more money from Raul.
Russians won't win a
Let's
fight.
check out the Everburst.
Feeling good is better than not.
Alright, so we have an emote, Banjo getting down, 700, not bad. Malfeasance, Red String of Fate for 1250 Bright Dust. Not bad, not bad at all. That's a pretty decent shader. I've seen that shader before. Transback effect, cannon fodder. I would say that's very lackluster. Hazard pay.
Fenchurch sends is safe.
I already have this shader. Don't really know how you could actually utilize this shader because it's very blue and pink no matter what you put it on. If your armor has a bunch of, I would say, metalish things, it's going to be very bright, glossy pink and blue. Heat shielded. This shader is pretty decent. Not too bad of a shader. You can't go wrong with yellow. Now, needless to say, this is a lot, but you can kind of make like a hazard suit type of deal out of this shader on the right armor set. It's going. Alright. We have more items. Another emote. For cardio,
Looking for anything in particular, Guardian?
I guess. 700 bright dust. Another emote is blue emote. I don't know why blue emotes are in here.
Not everything Fenchurch sends is safe to sell.
If your character is dressed like a ninja, I guess that's a good emote for 400 bright dust. Emotes should be around this price, even if they are exotic. Well, that one's 700, so I'd say the exotic emotes 1,000 bright dust instead of 3,000. But you know, I would go a little bit lower on these emotes. Exotech shell.
Take as long as you like. I can wait.
This is a pretty nice looking ghost. Ghost shell. I like this ghost shell. It's a bit much though. I don't have space for it. All-terrain explorer. I think I've seen this one before. I'm not sure where.
Looking for
It's
anything
very
special?
moonish. Moonish. It says all-terrain, but I mean. And I am guessing loaded question is the weapon that you get from the Nightfall for this season. I'm not too sure about the Nightfall weapons because I was burnt out on this game about maybe 2 months ago, and I took a break from that pirate themed season, and I have not recovered yet from that season. So I haven't been doing any Nightfalls at all for the past 2 seasons now. But this is one of the Nightfall weapons, and here's the ornament for it. Pretty nice ornament, I'd have to say so myself. The little subtle color change here. Ornament for Wishender, which isn't a bad ornament, but for a bow and arrow that can give you the ability to see through walls, there's so many different ornament styles and creations they can come up with for just that ability that the Wishender gives you. I wouldn't spend $12.50 on this. I would stick with the regular Wishender default look. It looks better. But if you are a ornament collector, I guess, and you
Just
have
browsing.
bright dust to
That's fine by me.
basically throw away, go right ahead. Ghost projections. Lunar rabbit.
Not
Projection.
everything Fenchurch sends is
Not
safe
really worth
to sell.
$1,500 for me. New transmats, but all of these transmats people probably have. And technically you really don't have to spend your bright dust to get these. Well, never mind. I take that back. You have to, because the only other place where you can basically form transmat effects is through Hawthorne, which isn't here anymore. Temperature wash. This is a pretty decent shader. It's a pretty cool shader. This shader is also pretty good. I would normally match this shader with something. I wouldn't use that shader just outright. Golden Age wine. Pretty decent. It gives like a sun flare effect on weapons that you'll be able to see if it's a big enough weapon.
It's easy,
Lucent.
Master Guardian. You got the
This
silver.
is
Everyone has the
from
goods.
Savathun season. The Throne World is where you get this shader from. It's a pretty good shader. I actually use this shader quite a bit. It's a pretty good shader. But that is going to be
No hurry,
all
Guardian.
for the vendors. Now, we hit Raoul to get
When you
some.
whisper to the void, does it whisper back? No?
Basically,
So we begin then.
my money up, not my funny up. Just a little bit. Don't know why I'm low on legendary shards. at all, because I remember having over 3,000, but I am a bit low now. Yeah, that's going to be the vendors for this week, week 6. Okay, back on. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and head to the ham, and let's go ahead and head to the ham to see what we can get into for this week's story, if there is a week 6 story.
A warlock just passed out right where you're standing. Shouted something, then bam!
She said she wanted to express herself, so I gave her a thumbs up.
Change of plans. Xivu Arath struck while you were returning from the dive. Hive deception slipped through our guard, and Asa was targeted by a Hive ritual. Xivu Arath's voice tore through the air like a wall of swords. We think it wounded Asa, but she swam off to try and interrupt the ritual before we could do anything. Zavala and Sloane are tracking her to the ritual site, and I am mobilizing the Iron War beasts to support them. We need you in the fight, Guardian. I'm sending coordinates to your ghost, but we have no idea what to expect there. Deploy to the ritual site and disrupt the Hive. The hunt is on. Commander, we've picked up Asa's trail deep below Kraken Mar, behind Xivu Arath's battle lines.
Understood. The Deputy Commander, Saint, and I will set up a perimeter to draw the Hive's attention. Then the Guardian can break through unscathed.
The Iron War Beasts prepare to support our assault. Say the word.
Keep them in reserve until the Guardian has eyes on Asa.
Daylight's burning, and she's in pain. I can feel it.
I'll find you on the field, Sloan. Hit your marks, and we'll get this done. Move out.
Fire team, check in. I've reached my position on the left flank. I've encountered a ritual.
I'm setting up on the right. Looks like a smaller ritual site here, too.
Pushing toward the commander's position now.
My drop pod is deployed to your location, Sloan. Drifter, you're on tack.
Well, all right. Taking energy, spiking up ahead of you, hero.
That must be Asa. Ah! My arm! Whatever they're doing, it's getting worse. If we're gonna do something about it, now's the time!
Guardian, start pushing forward. As soon as Saladin's pod hits ground, we launch our diversion.
Pod grounded. I'm in position.
Guardians, strike! Fire team, report! Saint and I hold the left flank!
It is working. We draw them off the Guardian.
Enemy reinforcements flooding the right flank. We're holding.
This line doesn't fall back.
Okay, hotshot. It's all you now. Found the long girl. Guardian's almost there. Dropping a ping to the fire team.
Taking fire! Repositioning!
I've got you.
They are overrunning our position. Zavala!
Drop wards and focus fire on their ritualists! No one gets past us!
Wait. These rituals... They're trying to take Asa!
Keep your taking pants on. I ain't never seen a ritual our walking tank couldn't smash. That's a whole lot of magic. And I bet those wizards are holding the reins. Get in there and start breaking things. Every wizard you put in the dirt makes a dent. Plug away, hero!
Asa just got a second wind, Guardian. Whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Position.
Warrior of the sky.
Hold on, Asa! We're coming!
The coward flesh must be taken.
Last one. Long girl should be home free.
Excellent work, Guardian. Fire team, check in.
Down to a sword, but Hive and Taken forces routed.
They will not run far. So many Titans. We encircle them like impenetrable walls. Ha!
Clear your zones and fall back to defensive positions around Asa as she swims back to the arcology.
Consider it done. War beasts, you fought well. Extra rations for all.
What's Asa's status?
I've got an eye on her, and I'm shipping a transmat beacon your way. Hold on to your boots.